Nathan, helmsman for Emirates Team New Zealand. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Wonderful day here in Auckland with plenty of breeze and all sorts of different sea state. We had a good session, 50-something miles covered in less than 4 hours. Give us your breakdown of the day.
Yeah, it was a good day today. We haven't been out in a lot of breeze for a long time, and so for all of us on board it was good fun, sending it at the high speeds again, and we saw upwards of 20 knots at times and good southwester here, so yeah, it was good fun. We sort of ripped down to the Back Paddock and did a few laps down the Back Paddock, and then kept going further and further offshore, just chasing more wind and waves, and yeah, ended up with a long upwind home.
Yeah, now we saw across the day with the incoming tide against this southwesterly, there was a bit of wind against tide chop, especially Motorhead Channel. Aucklanders all know that place. We noticed one or two little whoopties where you may have vented or stuffed in, but nothing dramatic considering how confused and chopped up it was at times.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when you get to those bits where there is wind against tide, you do get some good chop. And we were probably just testing the limits on how high you can fly, how well the foil behaves, at those high ride heights. Like, I think anyone who knows foiling knows less foil immersion's generally quicker, but you go a bit too high, you get too much air on the foil and the boat drops down. So, obviously we've got a test foil on and a one design foil on, so just trying to learn a bit about those, and it was a pretty good day for it. We never saw any real big waves. If you want to replicate the waves probably of Barcelona, you've got to wait till the wind's blowing onshore.
Understand.
But we went about as far as we could to try and find some waves out there, and it's not enough really.
Not enough, but yeah, boat looked in control the whole time. And you were in manual control all day today?
Yeah, manual control all day today, and Blair and Andy are doing an awesome job on the flight. Blair's obviously got heaps of experience, and I think the two of them are working really well together, and you can be sailing with teams where it's really breezy and the comms get quite elevated, but it was pretty calm on board today, and that was good fun. It was quite cool for me to just sort of, be amongst a good group of guys again and be out there sending it, and just seeing how far we've come over the last few months is pretty impressive too.
Well, yeah, from off the boat, watching the progression, if you were in manual today, it looked better than autopilot at the beginning. So, it looks, that progression in that short amount of time is huge, especially with those conditions. Now, boat sailed really flat, really level, didn't see any massive cants to windward, or conversely in a puff, no big heels to leeward. And are you actively playing with arm cants? Is that rapidly going, or is it something that you kind of set and forget?
You chase it all around a little bit depending upon what mode you want to sail. Ideally we're trying to sail the boat as flat as we can, and if you get a little bit out of kilter, you can correct that with the cant, the flap, and also the rudder to try and keep everything sort of balanced.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is pop a rudder out of the water or have the hull touch down, and if in doubt you prefer a hull touchdown than the rudder out of the water. So yeah, for me it's learning all these new techniques of these boats. Pete and Blair have been doing it for a very long time, so it's quite cool to be getting coached from the leeward side from Pete on my performance, and when he's quiet I know that I'm doing an okay job.
Oh mate, it's epic to watch, and thank you very much for giving us your time.